Okay, so let's dive into this chilling Hindi horror story called Kulvadhu, which translates to The Bride of the Family. It's this incredible tale that twists what should be a happy wedding into an absolute supernatural nightmare. It all starts with a dark secret and, believe me, ends with a truly heartbreaking sacrifice.
So our story kicks off not with a party, but with this real sense of dread. Picture this. It's the middle of the night inside a graveyard and some mysterious figure is performing this incredibly dark ritual. They're drawing 7 lines with sindoor, that red powder used in ceremonies, and then they just brutally slice an effigy with a silver knife, chanting all the while. A shadow looms, and then bam! A jolt of energy throws them backward, and they're gone, vanished into the night.
And then, the very next morning, we're thrown right into the middle of this vibrant wedding for Anamika and Vishesh. Music, laughter, everything seems perfect. But that dark magic that was cooked up in the graveyard, it's already on its way to ruin everything.
So right as Anamika and Vishesh are sitting for the main ceremony, this woman, with her face completely covered by a veil, just walks up. She places a hand on Anamika's head, like a blessing, hands her this small wrapped gift, and then just melts back into the crowd. Anamika, not thinking anything of it, just puts the box down next to her.
And almost right away, things start to go wrong. Anamika gets all disoriented and tells her mom that she feels like she's losing control of her own mind. She says every time she closes her eyes, these horrible, strange images just rush at her, and she's the only one who can see them. Then it gets even worse. Anamika cries out. She feels the sharp, piercing pain in her foot, like a nail was just driven straight through her heel. But when her new husband, Vishesh, looks, he finds absolutely nothing. Her foot looks perfectly fine. At this point, Anamika is just completely losing it. As she's trying to do the ceremonial wedding rounds, the pain is just unbearable. She looks down and sees bloody footprints staining the white floor. She's screaming, pointing them out. But for everyone else, the floor is totally clean. You can imagine the family is freaking out by now, but they try to continue with the post-wedding rituals at her new home. During one ceremony, she has to look at her reflection in a platter of water. But when she does, she sees that same terrifying face from her visions staring back. She just screams and throws the platter away.
Alright, so this brings us to the cursed gift itself, as the family starts this desperate search for answers. They send Anamika to her room to get some rest, but honestly, the real horror is just getting started.
So a few hours pass, and Vishesh decides to go check on his new wife. The second he walks in, he feels it. This unnatural cold and darkness has just filled the room, even though it's the middle of the afternoon. And Anamika, she's gone. He calls out her name, but all he gets back is this chilling silence.
And what he finds next is just pure nightmare fuel. He shines his phone's flashlight under the bed and finds Anamika's body, twisted up like a rag doll, her eyes just empty and white. But then, this chilling laugh echoes through the room. He sweeps the light across the floor and finds another Anamika, lying there, perfectly still, her eyes wide open, staring right at him.
So Vishesh, absolutely terrified, runs out of the room to get help. The family calls in a priest who confirms their worst fears right away. Anamika is the victim of some seriously powerful black magic. He can sense that the cursed object is still in the house, and well, all eyes immediately turn to that mysterious gift box from the wedding.
And sure enough, inside the box, they find all this weird ritualistic stuff, confirming everything the priest said. Their only shot at figuring this out is to identify that veiled woman. So they turn to the wedding video, desperately searching for any clue they can find.
And the wedding video gives them their first big break. The family's housemate, Pushpa, is watching, and she just gasps. She recognizes the sari the veiled woman is wearing. It's hers. But she insists, "That's not me, the person is way taller." And then she reveals she recently lent that exact sari to the family's trusted driver, Narendra.
So all eyes are now on the driver, Narendra. This is where his dark secret starts to unravel, and a stunning confession is about to change everything.
And when they confront him, Narendra just spills it all. He admits, yeah, that was me in the veil, but, and this is a huge but, he swears he wasn't trying to hurt Anamika. He claims he was actually trying to give her a protective charm to fight a curse he already knew had been cast on her. He was trying to save her.
He then drops this bombshell of a name, the Sap Mrityu Tantra, also known as the 7 Death Spell. This isn't just any curse. It's an incredibly powerful and dark form of magic with one simple final goal: The victim dies, without fail, within 7 days.
But here's the final, devastating twist which the priest manages to uncover. Turns out Narendra is no ordinary driver. He's a powerful master of tantric magic who had given it all up. And the person who cast this deadly spell? His very own daughter, Shelley. She was obsessed with Vishesh, and when he gently rejected her, she couldn't handle it. The engagement announcement sent her over the edge, and in a jealous rage, she stole her father's secret book of dark arts to get her revenge.
With Anamika fading fast, this horrifying revelation sets the stage for a truly tragic and selfless resolution, a father's final sacrifice for his daughter's terrible mistake.
So the priest lays out the awful truth. This curse, the Sapt Mrityu Tantra, it's too strong. You can't just break it, you can only redirect it. But here's the terrible catch. It can only be turned back onto the person who cast it, or someone in their direct bloodline.
So, Narendra is stuck with this impossible choice, right? Let an innocent girl die, or watch his own child perish for what she did. He makes the ultimate sacrifice. That night, he goes back to that same graveyard and performs a counter-ritual, knowingly pulling the full deadly force of the curse from Anamika and onto himself.
His daughter Shelley, horrified, finds him just as the curse is starting to work. And in his final moments of clarity, he tells her that parents have to take responsibility for what their children do. He says, "By watching me die, you will finally understand the pain you tried to cause someone else." This, he tells her, will be her lesson.
And just like the spell promised, Narendra suffers a slow, agonizing death over the next 7 days. Anamika makes a full recovery. But his sacrifice, as tragic as it is, wasn't for nothing. Completely shattered by guilt, Shelley vows to her dying father that she will never, ever harm anyone again.
And that really leaves us with this one kind of haunting question to think about. In the end, do parents always have to pay the price for their children's actions? It's a heavy thought that definitely sticks with you long after the story is over.